But it's very interesting that the poem does not advise people. Some people say the poem is far too complicated, and Robert Frost himself was once quoted saying that people give it considerable more thought than he ever intended it to be. So let's look a little bit deeper into the poem. Now, I believe this particular one is from, there are 3 different sections that we're including. One is from Gradsaver, the other one is Sparknotes, and we also have quotes from those who were contributors of Wikipedia. The reading of this poem is extremely popular because every reader can empathize with the narrator's decision having to choose between 2 paths without having any knowledge of where each road will lead. Moreover, the narrator's decision to choose the less traveled path demonstrates his courage. Rather than taking the safe path that others have traveled, the narrator prefers to make his own way in the world. It is only an old man that the narrator looks back on his life and decides to place such importance on a particular decision in his life. During the first 3 stanzas, the narrator shows no sense of remorse for his decision, nor any acknowledgement that such a decision might be important to his life. Yet, as an older man, the narrator attempts to give a sense of order to his past and perhaps explain why certain things happened to him. Of course, the excuse that the road less traveled by is false, but the narrator still clings to this decision as a defining moment in his life, not only because of the path that he chose, but because he had to make a choice in the first place. So I really like these summaries. They all have different good things to think about. I often thought about it myself, but I would like to share with you another poem by Robert Frost, which gave me a little bit of a different insight. It is entitled From Birches. I'd like to get away from the earth a while and then come back to it and begin over. May no fate willfully misunderstand me and half grant what I wish and snatch me away, not to return. Place for love. I don't know where it's likely to go better. I'd like to go by climbing a birch tree and climb black branches up a snow-white trunk toward heaven till the tree could bear no more, but dipped its top and set me down again. That would be good both going and coming back. One could do worse than being a swinger of birches. Now, when I look at this poem, I see some interesting comparisons between the road not taken and from birches. Once again, Frost is talking about 2 different paths. Once again, Frost is also talking about doing something over again. Once again, the concept of fate and decisions come into play. And once again, he talks about returning. So when I look at this, He's talking about climbing a birch tree, kind of like taking another road. But there was one thing in this particular poem that caught my eye. Birch, the right place for love. I don't know where it's likely to go better. It makes me wonder, and this is just a thought, was Robert Frost really talking about a road? Or was he talking about two people who he loved in his life? One love took him one way, and the other would take him another. It kind of sounded to me a little bit like going down memory lane and thinking, what would life have been like with this other person I loved? However, he chose this way, and there seemed to be some sense of satisfaction. But you, the listening audience, can feel free to read the poem and come up with your own analogy and your own thoughts. What Robert Frost might have meant. You decide. This is Lady Selah SuJuris, and I thank you for joining us on the program tonight for Poetry Wheel, and we look forward to having everyone join us again. We'll see you back at the campfire next time.
With video games, I'm often choosing between what my kids want and what I think is best for them.
Hey, Mom, how about this one?
Rated T for teen with violence and suggestive themes. Let me check the rating summary. Frenetic combat, cries of pain, female warlords expose cleavage.
Maybe the other one's better.
The rating summaries are free. Use them and you'll be armed with the world's most powerful weapon, knowledge.
For more information, go to esrb.org.
Our campfire is warm, with a glowing beacon for those who are seeking knowledge and a little bit of inspiration. Our radio show is a multicultural platform where we share our experiences and our journeys. Our program features a broad scope of ideas and information that we share with listeners all around the globe. Our mission in promoting literacy and education are two important factors to help each one of us grow as an individual, and it aids our communities to have socially responsible and productive citizens in every country. Here at Storytellers Campfire, we keep the embers in our heart stirred so we can continue to promote literacy, education, music, and cultural programs. And we thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you back at the campfire next time.
Whoa, a new digital music player. Thanks, Mom.
Oh, I'm glad you like it, because I can't wait to toss the big stereo. And now that we got your dad that big HD TV he wanted, we can throw out our old TV, too.
Hold up. You can't just throw out electronics.
Really?
They need to be recycled or donated.
And how would we do that?
It's so easy, Mom. Today, recycling electronics is just as easy as buying them. GreenerGadgets.org has all the info. We just enter our zip code to find a certified recycling center nearby. There are thousands of them, and new ones are being added all the time. Some of our local stores are even certified recycling locations.
I like that.
Did you know that some of the stuff in our old electronics could be used to make new products and conserve natural resources?
Well, okay then. Let's gather them up. What was that website again?
GreenerGadgets.org. We just enter our zip code and go.